Hey folks, Arian Tyson here in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm just coming back at you to shoot a public service announcement. I put a post on my Facebook wall yesterday because I had read something yesterday that really disturbed me, and I felt the need to address it. And because I'm a person that does what he says he's going to do, I feel the need to make this quick video. The post that I made, and it seems to have gotten a lot of attention, is it said, any man who doesn't take responsibility for his family and for his children, do me a favor, stop calling yourself a man. And so pretty much I'm going to title this video, Stop Calling Yourself a Man. Let me preface my comments. There are a lot of males and females who act like males, walking around saying that they're the man. But yet, they're not taking care of their responsibility for the choices that they've made. I've always said that child support was one of a man's worst enemies. And quite frankly, I am getting sick and tired of being put in a category where I'm expected to be lumped in the same category as men who don't pay child support, or comfortable letting another man raise their children. And quite frankly, I'm sick of it. But not only that, there are a lot of women who have been dogged, who have been hurt by these men. And as a result, subconsciously, some of them think that all men are the same. Well, I got news for you. Don't you ever put me in the same category as a man who's not handling his business. I'm going to put it like this, because I could talk about this because I don't have any biological children. I'm not going to be ran to court or be summoned to court to be paying child support or back child support or whatever. Now, does that make me any better than any other man? No. But it lets me realize, and it helps me understand this. People nowadays have no sense what it means to be a man. I'm going to put it this way, because as you can see, the glass is off now. This is something that is very serious to me. The reason that I made that post is because those same wannabe men that's got all these babies running around, they don't know who their father is, they don't know who their daddy is. The problem I have with it is, you have guys such as myself who have no children, yet, having to pay for those mistakes, for that error in judgment by this other man. by this so-called man. So this is a public service announcement for those who like to spit that garbage in women's ears, claiming that they're a man when they have no sense of what it means to be a man. Any man who doesn't take responsibility for his family and for his children, do me a favor. Stop calling yourself a man. You are not a man. You are a coward. That's what you are. And the only way that you can be vindicated of it is if, by some stretch, by some miracle, you have been ordered to stay out of your child's life. Because we grown. Okay, let's keep this 100. We grown. You did what was necessary to get that woman to assume the position. And so, by whatever stretch of the imagination, whether it was blatant or indirectly, a child has been born. That is your responsibility. But all the blame is not on men. Most of it is, but not all of it. For those women, those bitter women who haven't took time to heal from their situation, heal from their past, address their past, and they specialize in sweeping it up under the rug as if it's just there, or they put this mask on like it's a, and they paint this mirage like everything is good, but yet you have emotional scars that you have not dealt with. You are doing yourself a disservice. And as I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, you are what you attract. So if you keep attracting losers, I am not directly calling you a loser. However, if the shoe fits, wear it. And if you don't like the way it feels, then do what you need to do to change how that shoe fits. Get another shoe. The bottom line is this. There are good men and women out here. And you are being completely unfair. Not necessarily if this doesn't apply to you, then obviously I'm not talking to you. But for those of you that are watching this, that are guilty of this, you need to learn how to look at yourself in the mirror. Take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming your faults and your failures on others. The bottom line is this. When it's all said and done, you need to do what is necessary to change your situation. You know who you have control of? The person you look at in the mirror. So before you start trying to tell somebody else how to quote unquote be a man, and I'm not going to even touch on that aspect, because I hear a lot of women trying to tell men how to be men. I hear a lot of men trying to tell women how to be women. And I'm not going to even touch on that. I'm not going to touch on that on this video, because it's absolutely blasphemous for you to do that. I don't want to know what it feels like to be a woman. I'm not a woman. And I'm honest enough to say, I have no concept of what it means to be a woman. I don't want to know. That's not how I was designed. And so I'm going to wrap this up by saying this once again. For those of you, men especially, who are not taking care of your responsibility to your family and your children, do me a favor. Stop calling yourself a man. This is Arian Tyson signing off. Peace.